Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to record a video, tutorial video. Before that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Azmi Fauzan Akbar. I'm from MTCNA or Network Engineer. And today, this is my first tutorial video about MikroTik. And if you know, you know. MikroTik use a platform called Winbox. Let me show you first. Uh, Winbox is actually the screen like this. I will show you full screen. Let me show you display. As you can see over here, this is Winbox. You can see Winbox is actually a platform for MikroTik. If you want to configure, if you want to do config with router MikroTik, then you gotta use Winbox. So if you know, if you search on what's the name on Google or on Edge on Bing, what is the platform of MikroTik? Then it will actually show Linux base, alright? And then platform to access to configure. And will show Winbox. So Winbox is actually a platform that MikroTik creates to access their router. At first, here I'll show you. I'm actually using a router. You can see over here. This is my router board 951 USB, and then we have one wireless here. But I'm using wired. I'm using cable, and then first, this is my actually this is my router, but I haven't reset the configuration. So I will log in first. If you see, I use admin the password. Connecting. A moment. Reach sign on. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to connect to the the MAC address. And then once I'm connected, as you can see over here, this is the UI of Winbox. Actually, if you want to zoom out or zoom in, you can do Control plus to zoom in or Control minus to zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. So now I will reset the configuration of MikroSig first. We're going to the system, and then down here, you can see the reset configuration. So this is one of the basic of MikroTik that you need to understand. So if you have configured your MikroTik and you want to reset the configuration, then you click System and go to what's the name? System or reset configuration. So I'll reset it first, and I will reset configuration. So why did I checklist all of these? I'm just going to checklist one of them and none of them because I'm going to reset configuration and use the normal industry settings for reset configuration. At first, it display capture. So here we are connected. So I actually want to explain to you. You have a lot of ways to access MikroTik. There are what's the name? Winbox and then Webfig and then another one called SSH and then Telnet. And once again is the last I guess is oh is I think only four. And each of them have their own ways to access. If Winbox, there you just need to use Winbox and use your wired cable to connect it. But if you're using Webfig, then you're going to use browser and access the IP of the Winbox. And if you're using SSH, then you need to use some kind of platform, or actually you can just access it from your command prompt, and you can allow the MikroTik browser to access it. So over here, we have reset the configuration with the normal, what's the name? Normal MikroTik IP address. So here I'll show you. Here we're going to connect to the MikroTik router, but we're not going to connect it with password because at first they don't have password, right? So we're just gonna use admin as the login and go to MAC address. Actually, you can also log in with IP address, but I recommend you to log in with MAC address. After that, you need to connect. Once we're connect, there's going to be something like this. Wait. Admin. All right. Once you're connected, it'll be something like this, right? And then it asks you to actually there is another one. Remove configuration first. All right. So you need to change your password, or if you don't want, but here I'll change the password. The old password is I think admin, and then new password admin again, and I will just make the all of the passwords become admin. All right. Change now. That old password. Oh, we don't have old password. We're not going to do that. All right. So here now we are going to head to the first basics of the tutorial. So here you can see the MikroTik are still named with MikroTik, and now we want to name it by our own name. Go to System and goes down to Identity. Click, and now we have the identity. So this is the name of the MikroTik. So once you want to log in it, there is the identity of the router board. Here I change it to as RB Ace. As you. So here if you do apply and okay, you can see on top router board as it change. If you want to see again, go to session and disconnect. And you can see the name of the identity is RB Azmi. So here I'm going to connect once again. Here we have the wrong username or password because we have entered the new password, admin. So here it is, the configuration. So at first, we are going, after we finish the naming of the router, you can also name the router by the new terminal or using CLI or command line interface. You can go to here and then want to write system, and then identity, and then set name, I'm sorry, set name equals, and then name it, Herbie Ace. And then you're going to change over here. So don't worry if you get any kind of error. At first, identity, and then set name, you're gonna get error, but if once you enter and then you'll just change it. AKA, okay. And next configuration is actually if you want to see the license or how much is the power of the resource of your MikroTik, the what's the name, the what can you use the MikroTik for? There's going to be a license. You can go to system. Here, close this first. System, and then goes down to resources. And you can see over here, actually, if you see over here, there are kind of, what's the name? Resources. You can see what is what's the name? The ASIC stator, the name is MIPSB. And you can also see it in identity as well. I mean, in license moment. Yeah. License, I forgot license was not there. It's over here. Yeah, license. So our license is actually level 4. Level 4 will actually have wireless access point, wireless client and bridge, RIP, OSPF, BGP protocols, AOIP, tunnels, and PP, triple PoE, PBTP, L2PP, and a lot of more. And we're going to, if you want to see in CLI, then go to new terminal and write from system license print. Here is license print. And if you want to see the what's the name, resource print. Here is the print of the what's the name of the host, the MikroTik license, and what can your MikroTik do and a lot of things. And next, we are going to start on seeing what's the future of the MikroTik by going to system actually. You can see in package, you can see what is the what's the name, the power of your router can do, what your power actually can do. And also in CLI, same thing. system, and then package, and print. You can see over here. So X means inactive, right? Just like in here, it is inactive. I will put it here first. Look, I56 was inactive. And now, if you want to enable or disable a package, you can also click on disable over here. Once you disable it, you can access the DHCP, for example, or hotspot. You can't use it. Actually, I want to show you, but it's going to be complicated. If you want to disable, then you're gonna reboot first. And enable is when you use this. It's disable, right? When you enable it, then you can use it. On uninstall, you can uninstall the what's the name? The package that you don't want to use, or downgrade and check installation and a lot of more. Actually. Now we actually want to continue on what's the name? You can also disable it from CLI. Here I will show you an example. Hotspot disable is going to be scheduled for disable. Now we need to reboot it. But how do you reboot it? You can also use system reboot in CLI. System reboot. And we'll reboot by clicking W. And it will reboot the disable. If you want to enable, then enable, schedule for enable. Now I'm going to system reboot again. System reboot. Y goes on and box. We're going to wait for reboot. And wait a second. Now we see first. It's active. And then try to connect the tutorial. 1, 2, 3. Then we can write tutorial. Write tutorial. Now we are connected to Rod Tutorial, but you can see over here, you can't access the users. You can't make or we can't create anymore. Now we are going to connect to the others. We're going to use this admin. A moment. Admin. I'm sorry, actually. You can see the name. I'm really sorry that I haven't shown you because. No, wait, a moment. I'm sorry you can't see the before. I'm really sorry. Here it is. So over here you can just make it plus and then just make whatever you want. And you gotta make the user first, tutorial, and then bulk. You can use write, read, or full as I said, and then password and confirm password. With your password, example, and then you can just apply and make it. And then there is in groups, I explain once more, full is can access all the configuration. All of them have no limited. If read, you have only one limit, and you can access all of them, but you have only one limit, which is you can access the users. But write, you have no access to the router, actually, no configuration, but you can only see what is uh read or when you read you can see everything. And actually maybe that's all that I can explain. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.